stage, I forget all these words completely.
Josie?
Your word is heritage.
There's an old saying, never judge a person until you've walked a mile in their moccasins. I got to get these kids ready for what's out there in the world when they leave school.
They're on their literacy journey.
I think that your kids are important and giving them the chance, that's the most important thing.
Your word is informal, vocabulary, nerve-wracking, resolve, to decide firmly on a consent of action.
RESOLVE.
Correct. We have all been a part of history, the first ever First Nations Provincial Spelling Bee.
Through education, we can be equal with each other.
The people of Victoria welcome East-West Link Stage 1.
There's thousands upon thousands of people out there that absolutely support our campaign and are opposed to the construction of this tunnel.
People here give a shit about the environment, they give a shit about their communities.
We're not going to cop it.
The primary purpose of the road was a freight link, and so this was about doing a deal with the Port of Melbourne and with big business in Melbourne to give them a publicly subsidised freight route and pass it off to the public as something in the public interest.
So the whole rationale for the project was a lie.
We were putting the government on the back foot, turning the debate that the East-West Link would definitely go ahead to the idea that this is a project that's by the day more and more an election issue.
So we've been told that we're not under arrest, but I'm cuffed and they're not letting me go.
Let me think.
أنا من السودان.
لبناني
I'm stateless. I'm Palestinian, actually.
You lose the language, you lose part of the culture.
If you're an Arab background, we're terrorists and we're ISIS and they have to protect against us, and that's just being used as a political ploy to gain votes.
When they hear that story in the news, are they going to believe the news or are they going to believe you?
يا أخي إحنا من عنا المشكلة مش من عند حدا تاني.
Exactly, I agree with him. I know.
الكالتشر تبعنا اللي عم بيطلع هيك.
How could I am overqualified for entry-level PhD job and I'm qualified for a retail job?
I'd get denied. Like it's almost like, you know, here's 7 days, leave the country.
I changed compared to the Lebanese people, and I think that's why you didn't belong, because you changed and they changed in two different ways.
Could I call this home? Well, it is home. I feel it is home. I will call it home. And then
When I talk to people starting co-ops, I say, well, you wanted to be a lot of excitement about your co-op when you started, but what you're really doing is you're building a connection. And if you succeed in getting people to feel connected to their co-op that they own, the stronger you can make that connection, the stronger your co-op will be.
I live nearby. I'm going to go home, take a shower, and then go to work.
So, how do you build a connection? If you ask someone for one of the most precious things in their life, which is a little bit of their time on earth, not your money in your bank, it's time on earth. That's all we've got. So if you're going to give that, you make a connection.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a designer and animator.
I work in social services. I work with the homeless.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a psychoanalyst.
It represents a new economic system in this country. It's going to collapse one day if this type of system doesn't catch on.
This is a cooperative supermarket.
What do you do with someone who breaks into your house, who fixes your deck, who takes care of your garden, who cleans your house, who makes you dinner, who takes care of your children? What is the appropriate penalty for that person?
We're seen as an economic, political, cultural threat to this country, to the state of Arizona, and that's what we are, no matter whether we have status as quote-unquote legal or as illegal.
How could I possibly let somebody die here in my backyard? I never thought I would still be walking out here, bringing water and looking for food out here in the desert. Honestly, we don't want any more tragedies out here.
I was in tears, almost uncontrollable anger. I mean, the fact that they're pushed into these very difficult parts of the desert and are, walking when they should be actually in hospitals. This is no way to treat another human being.
Sometimes it's easy if you don't know the situation. If you don't understand it, you can just have an opinion, good or bad, that's it.
We are all human beings. We are not illegals. We are not aliens. We all deserve the right to an education.
When a nation builds roads into another country to extract its raw material and cheap labors, we shouldn't be surprised when people take those same roads following everything that has been stolen from them.